Hey YouTube, it is Dawn, Wake Me Up VSG, and it is June 16, 2015. I am still pre-op, for my VSG surgery. I was supposed to have surgery yesterday on the 15th. It got delayed. And I meant to make this video last week, but I didn't. I'm not very regimented on doing stuff, and I was out of town last week. I was with my family. We were having fun, but I really need to get more regular about making these videos because the list of things I want to talk about keeps growing. So this isn't good. I've got to catch up. I was on the liquid pre-op diet for a week, and then went and did my last visit with my surgeon, which was going to be 1 week before surgery, and he had mentioned, now this isn't usually part of surgery, this is just me and my issues. He had mentioned having to possibly do a repair, maybe on a bowel obstruction. Once again, not usual. So anybody who's pre-op, who's doing like research, no, that's just me. So he was talking about doing that, to which I had mentioned to him that I had not been to the bathroom in that entire week, that I had been on the liquid pre-op diet. In their practice, in 11 years, they have only had 14 people that have had constipation on the liquid pre-op diet. Most people have diarrhea. They only have 14 now, they have 15. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't it be me? So we had to delay surgery. He was going to delay it 1 week, but he's going to be out of town, so we're going to delay it 2 weeks. I'm now scheduled for surgery on the 29th. Now, let me get to why we're looking at the obstruction thing. This is a very horrific, long, traumatic story that I am going to try to buzz over in just a matter of mere minutes. Just for the sake of time, not because of anything else other than time. So, in October of 2013, I went in for a supracervical hysterectomy. It was laparoscopic, but while my doctor was in there, he burned, unbeknownst to us, burned a hole in my colon and also nicked my cervix. When he nicked my cervix, in order to get it to stop bleeding, he had to use a solution. That solution crystallized in my system. And when I say crystallized, it turned into like glass shards. Now, normally, under normal circumstances, I've been told by specialists that the kind of burn that I had in my colon would normally sort of just heal itself. The tissue would grow back. But because it's possible, anyway, that because of that solution that was crystallized, it was a constant irritant and wouldn't let it heal up. I went septic, and I was septic for quite some time. I had to have emergency abdominal surgery by a different surgeon, thank you, who had come in and said, "You are terribly sick," because by now I'd been sitting septic for a couple of weeks. Never really came out of that surgery up until like a few days later. Apparently I almost wasn't here a few times. When I woke up to my abdomen completely open and a colostomy. When I say my abdomen was completely open, it was open. He had to cut me pretty far, most of the length of my abdomen, and just start going through things inch by inch to see if he could find what was wrong. And he eventually did. But had to put a colostomy in to bypass that area of my colon until it healed. So I have this open abdomen because he couldn't close it up. They couldn't take the risk of infection in the incision area, so it had to stay open and heal from the inside out and be and they had to debride it every day. But it did eventually heal. And it's not pretty at all. I did also end up having to leave the hospital with 5 drains. I had 2 on each side of my abdomen, so that's 4, 2 on each side, and then 1 that came out of my back that went in for areas of pocket of infection to try to drain those out. With this open abdomen and this colostomy, it's left a lot of scar tissue. Now, I have been blessed enough to say that my colostomy has been reversed. I am now pretty much normally functioning. I just have the scar left to prove it. Very blessed there. I'm actually just blessed to be here, and from what I understand, I've been blessed to be here more than one time. But what that has left is a lot of weak spots in my abdomen. And that has left me with a huge ventral hernia. And when I say huge, I look like I have a bowling ball that's sticking out of my abdomen. And in order to fix it, we're going to have to do a complete abdominal reconstruction. He's going to have to cut out all of my scar tissue and sort of rearrange everything and put it all back together where it's supposed to be. In order for that to be a success, I need to have my weight down to a more normal range, just like any other hernia or abdomen repair. Hence the VSG surgery. Now all of that hernia is pushing all of my organs up. You know, it creates pressure against my rib cage, and I'll show it to you someday. Obviously, I'm not set up for it today, but it's you can see it through my clothes. To me, it's noticeable. I don't know, but I'll show it to you someday. So I have to have the VSG surgery. They wouldn't let me have Roux-en-Y because they didn't want to manipulate my bowels anymore, my intestines, which is what I wanted. That's what I had my heart set on. But it's okay. It's all out of good reason, so I'm okay with it now. So that is why he's looking at having to deal with a bowel obstruction, which is why he absolutely has to have me getting my system cleaned out. The bowel obstruction, I'm guessing, is just due to organs and things pushing up, and he's not entirely certain how it's all going to lay once the stomach's cut. So we'll see. Good news is this past week I've lost 9 pounds. Yay for 9 pounds. I've lost total of, I believe, 15. I'm going to have to double check it, but I believe 15 pounds on my pre-op diet so far. It's been 2 weeks. I have 2 more weeks to go. Now, they did add a little bit of food to the diet for me, my pre-op. And when I say a little bit, I'm talking about a 1/4 cup at a time, or 2 ounces of broccoli, green beans, cauliflower, oatmeal, applesauce, all meant to help things get cleaned out. But it's not very much, but it's been helpful. I'm not gonna complain for being able to have a little bit of food. It's helping me get cleaned out, and they gave me a little bit of food since I'm doing pre-op for a month rather than a week or 2 like most people. Sucks. So that's my update for now. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Cece has tagged me. CCVSG has tagged me for 10 questions. Like she said, Cece, I don't think I can answer them all, but I'm going to do that one next. That'll be kind of fun. And I'm not sure who's left to tag, but I'll give it a shot. And I don't know. You guys all be good. And I'll probably be coming back on here in a little bit and do another video because I got lots of catching up to do. Love you guys. Be good. Bye-bye.